for me, there's a lot of it has to do with the controls, first and foremost. The idea that our creative director had, Jason, with mapping the position of your weapon to the right stick and using those stances that exist in actual martial arts and harvesting that concept and putting it at the core of the game really made all the difference in For Honor. We also went a wave of heavily realism in terms of movement. We were very true to the different weapon masters. Everything that you see in the game has been mocap by martial artists or weapon masters. Every move with actual replicas so that you feel the weight of your sword, you know? But it was a bold statement to do. Also, it's a melee weapon game, and it's not hack and slash, and it's not Dark Souls. You cannot avoid any attacks by just rolling around. You actually can get hit when you dodge. So at first we were scared that it would be too hard and that skill level would be too high. But as soon as you put it in the hands of people, after one game you get it, because it's really that link between your positioning on the controller and what you see in the game is one-on-one. So it really works well with that. It's kind of a kinesthetic relationship. So it's really, I have to give all the kudos to Jason, because that idea is great. It works perfectly with the game, and I feel that it changes completely the way that we're going to see melee combat in games from now on. So Dominion evolved a lot since people played it last year at Gamescom. It was really great to have that in the hands of players as soon as we could, because it allowed me, well, I say me because this is my mode, so it allowed me to tweak it deeply to make sure that it satisfies the player and is the experience that we envisioned for them. So I changed the way the scoring works. There's a few tweaks here and there, but the major thing is now when you stand in a zone that you own, you double the amounts of points you get per second. It can seem trivial, but it's really a big deal because it spreads the player a lot and it gives you a new activity basically in the mode. And we saw in our playtest and our last live period that we've had that it really changes the way players behave on the map. Less grouping, more spreading, and it allowed us to alleviate one of the feedback we've had that was there was too many group fights, not enough duels. And to also help on that, we added the revenge mechanic, which is a brand new mechanic, which is whenever you are in a undernumbered situation where there's multiple opponents against you, you gain revenge by blocking, getting attacked, and at that point you can use revenge and push them away, get a shield, and either flee or turn the table and fight back. We also added the revive, which is great in the breaking phases, which is when you cannot respawn and gotta eliminate the enemies. But the team that's in breaking now can revive their friends, and it allows you to stay together. It's pretty great. But there's a lot of tweaks here and there that we've done. Also to the map layout, we removed some occlusion so you can see it clearly in all the maps that we've had in live periods. So it's great to see the way the game evolved. I also changed the duration to be a bit longer than what we've had before, so it feels great. So really I couldn't have done any of this without the live periods and the events and all the feedback that the community gave us on the forums. We do read them, and it's great to just be able to hear about the good and the negative comments, because it really helps us to make a better game.